Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking downfield, it's Bradley. Slides away. Flushed out of the pocket. And they got him for the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. DB's right up on the receivers. They move the tight end all over. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
Runs out of bounds.
Offense getting set for first down.
Get set.
Back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. On second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Griffin. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
Pulls it in, it's Williams. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. Nope.
Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Griffin. He makes the connection. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first with the game.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Golden. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
He lobs one high down the left side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Back to throw, it's Bradley. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Chanticleers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Boston. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Chanticleers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Chanticleers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Bradley. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. Coastal Carolina, Eastern Michigan.
And the shot to clears will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football bomber out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires left. Holds it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it up at 29. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off. They're
trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That's caught. It's Jackson. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. Ball's out. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
That ball carrier is very lucky.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Eastern Michigan, 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offense,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Griffin. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Eastern Michigan going fast. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got a man, it's Sampson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
and finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Coastal Carolina 10, Eastern Michigan 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Calls his own number. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Wants to throw on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Wants to throw. It's Griffin. He'll take another shot here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Bradley. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a 2nd down play. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. From 42 yards out, absolutely smoked it. That's the ball game. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they... The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Griffin. Fires toward the target. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Using his legs, it's Sampson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Eastern Michigan going fast. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It's first down from the 11. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
After one, time 0-0.
They're going to go for it on fourth down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Movement here from the tight end. This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to run the football out. They're back in their own end. They're just trying to give them space to operate and to work, but they didn't fool anyone. That defense was ready for it, and they got dominated. Lucky to get tackled at the 1-yard line.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. It's caught downfield. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. A nice job between those two.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cross. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Slips a tackle. Dances away to buy time. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this team.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Benjamin. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benjamin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical, they've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still looking. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He will step out of bounds but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jordan. Coming after him. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point.
7, USC 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation to be the best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
With the catch, it's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry up. On 4th down, they'll run it looking for the first. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense in the hurry up. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Eastern Michigan 7, USC 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Quarterback checking off. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Great tough running by the running back. Low to the ground. Continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the right side. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Right back to the well. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Eastern Michigan, 14.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, gave the defender the business. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's crossed. They'll get it to the creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get...
And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Might be looking to run. Complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown USC.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He won't make it. Stopped short of the goal line. The attempt for 2 is no good, and they are still down by 1.
14, USC 13.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it off.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
We'll take over. First and 10.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah, they've got to be able to get the momentum back, David. We know that's a real thing in college football. Here late in the game, you still got the lead, but how can they answer?
And I think that's what you remember. Still got the lead. Doesn't matter the defense just gave up a score. Let's execute and keep this lead.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Eastern Michigan hopes it can use to throw. It's Griffin. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Moss. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock, so they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. offense is ready to go back to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down from the 43. Looking to pass, it's Jordan. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie.
Great execution, great play calling. Now it comes down. Very little time on the clock to do two-point conversion. The thing you practice throughout the week, the things your coaches told you was going to decide this game and was going to come up big. It's go time.
The last touchdown only part of the battle. Now the two-point try to tie the game. Snap in the shotgun. Incomplete. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2.
21, USC, 19.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Pocket. He wants to go deep. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that